Looks like we're live surfing the stars Sunday night, 13th of January. My name is Chris McCleary. I'll be your host for this evening. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. And there's some really cool stuff going on in the Dreambot. Let's go ahead and look. And someone remind me to unzoom, as I forgot last time. All right. Look at all these orange right here. I actually had these broken out into two different ones. Okay. And when I looked at this, it was very material. And so I grouped them all together into just 3D reality. We have everything from animals to the terrain, to the stars, to the galaxy. You know, everything in this world and beyond is in the orange. So it's very earthy. Little hint there. And then the other big meme is help, protect, heal. Now, the doctor's up at the top. Obviously, the doctor wants to help out and heal. So helping and healing right there in that one word. And then we got the word help, and we've got, all these other words that are, even helped, past tense. So help and heal and protect. So I've got like skin on here is there to protect us, keep us safe. So let's look and see what we're doing, what's going on in the astrology. And this should answer some questions. All right. Before we get into tomorrow, tonight at midnight, there's going to be a square between the moon and the sun. Hopefully that's not keeping you awake, but there might be some annoyances, some conflicts about your way ahead, maybe some moodiness, or worst case, maybe some inability to get to sleep on time, or just some kind of confrontational dreams. So this all in sequence. I find it mesmerizing looking at how these energies go from hand in hand. They open up one energy and kind of help us or solve a solution with the next energy. It's pretty cool. So in the morning at 9 a.m. tomorrow, this is Monday morning, the 14th, the moon is going to be over Uranus. It's going to be a conjunction. And in this case, it's going to be not just so much disruption, not like a bunch of change or anything, but much more accepting and open to new experiences. And particularly in relationships, kind of open to seeing the other person's viewpoint. You might also have maybe a change in goals or perspective, a change in priority in your life, that sort of thing. But the whole point is when the moon is over Uranus, it's about just kind of not resisting, just kind of, and not saddened or anything, but genuinely open and accepting of this, whatever change is happening. Okay. And so if, we're going to bed with kind of like this little conflict inside or imbalance, if you will. And then you wake up just going, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. Everything's fine. So now let's look into the next day. And again, we're looking for this big, huge, earthy meme. Well, the big news is about midday. This is Central Standard Time, 12:30. The moon makes a trine over to Saturn first, and then 7 hours later, a trine to Mercury, because Mercury has progressed further than Saturn. They were conjunct. And look at where they are. The Saturn and Mercury are in tropical Capricorn. The moon is in tropical Taurus. So you got a lot of Earth. It's like 3 by Earth energies. And so right there, the influence is all about the material world. What is Taurus? Taurus is experiencing and experiencing life to the fullest. And that's exactly what we have started off with yesterday being, the 14th, being all about acceptance. So we are already in the mindset of that I keep forgetting to turn this phone off. Dang it. All right. It's off now. I lost my train of thought. So you have all this earth energy that's making you or influencing you to experience, be in the now, be here now. Specifically, if you want to break these down, you've got Saturn. The Saturn trine is about patience. Common sense is stronger. Strong instincts. Nostalgia is great. That's all about experiencing, maybe like photographs or spending time with family members, and sense of family is strong. With the trine into Mercury, it's all about, thinking and routine and that sort of thing, but you're seeing things clearly. The judgment is balanced. Everything is much more understanding. You have a higher level of knowing, that kind of thing. So everything leads to being able to experience the now. There's not a lot of conflict really anywhere in the chart. But now we've got one little thing that's left out. Okay. And I wonder if anybody knows what it is. It's the meme in the Dreambot that talked about healing. And whenever I look at healing, I'm looking at Chiron, because Chiron is the wounded healer. And in mythology, he's helping everyone else, as he cannot help himself per se. He can't heal himself per se, but as he heals others, he tends to find himself being healed. And see that a lot in this psychological counseling kind of world. Anyway, Chiron doesn't make any aspect with anything until next weekend. So I think it's the 20th. Let me check for you. The 19th and 20th of January, the sun is going to make a sextile to Chiron. So if you're wanting healing, if that's what you're striving for or desiring right now, I would put on your calendar next weekend and get prepared for that. The collective dreams, the collective unconscious, the collective dreams is a representation of where the collective unconscious is. And it has traditionally seen into the future. This is why I started doing grouping days worth of CIRF reports together into one, because the collective dreams do see down the line. And the biggest example was back when we were doing headline predictions at the National Dream Center. It was about 6 weeks was the manifestation of that big news headline. We also did Project August, where we were months and months ahead of time, and those came true, but the intention was there. So with these, there is no intention as we're collecting these dreams, or we don't know what the intention is. So in general, most precognitive dreams come true within about 2 days. And so that's why most of these dream reports or CIRF reports are grouped into about 2 to 3 days. All right. So anyway, now let's look at the solution, and might as well just stay on this slide. The moon is where all the action is. It was there both days. And so look where it is in the sidereal. It's in Aries. Now, this may sound counterintuitive to you, but Aries is a beautiful sign in order to be in all of this earth influence. And that is stop resisting. And being brave, like an Aries, is very known to be very brave and courageous, courageously accepting the current circumstance, courageously experiencing each moment. Not a moment goes by that you're not willing to experience. Notice how it takes bravery, because we as humans resist so much day in and day out, and that manifests as tension inside the body. So when you find any sort of tension, and that we do this long term and chronic tension, is going to be disastrous for the body. Not only is it a waste of energy, but those organs or ligaments or bones or structure that is around that tension is going to get dysfunctional. So it takes bravery to let go of that tension, to be experiencing each moment without all that resistance. And that's why Aries is so important in this particular space. So being brave, but again, we don't want to fall into the trap of the other negative side of Aries, which is going to be, real impulsive. We don't, the Taurus isn't real known for being impulsive. The earth signs is grounded, so there's very good logic, pragmatic. So that's the influence. But in order to align with the stars, we do need to align with the fire of Aries. But we want to avoid being overly competitive. We want to avoid being aggressive. And we want to just be brave and experience each moment without resisting. Let's look at a little preview of tomorrow. This is the 14th. That's going to be on social media. The moon is over Uranus, so you need to open your heart. Open your heart, expand. What are you resisting? This is getting you ready for Tuesday. It's absolutely beautiful the way these energies come out. So then Tuesday it's just all about Earth. 2 Earth trines. It's building roots, healthy, big, new, fresh roots into the soil, soaking up all that nutrients and experiencing life pragmatically. Do you want to see a little bonus since we're done now with the CIRF report? I'm taking the CIRF reports and applying them to interzension. And if you want to see these on Instagram or Facebook, go to interzension. And looks like my stream is not healthy. But anyway, interzension, both Facebook and Instagram, will have these kind of bipolar type of sayings and daily instructions. And so the instructions are to open your heart to new experiences. And then on Tuesday is experiencing each moment. So you can see how we're preparing. One energy prepares us for the next follow-on energy. It's absolutely beautiful. All right. If you have any questions, place them down below. And my streaming is really bad. So sorry about that. Hopefully it comes out okay. We'll see you on Tuesday evening. See ya.